Sorry.
What's going on, Chicago Tough Sports fans? I'm here with the boys, Scott and Hitman. What's going on, gentlemen?
Hello.
Happy holiday.
Christmas time. Da da da. Sing, Scott.
I was going to say, am I supposed to sing? No.
Oh well. Anyway,
shooting blood out of your cock.
Yeah. Start singing ICP. Santa Claus is a fat bitch. Oh God. Anyways, we're gonna talk Bears. I don't know what there is to say. Hitman, you apparently have some things to say. Scott, I think he's got something to say. So let's get on with it. The Vikings won 17-9. The Bears suck. Hitman, take it away.
I think there's a little bit more analysis than that. Scott actually said it within the confines of our text message thread about everything within this game kind of brought to the fore everything that we've been saying about Matt Nagy. Also just within this organization in general. So I mean, look. Obviously, we as fans knew that it was going to be a little bit harder of a game, considering the fact that of all the injuries and also the COVID protocol players that the Bears had. But besides that, I thought the Bears, at least on defense, played well enough to win. Some of the calls that happened last night didn't necessarily help the cause. I think there was a couple of personal foul penalties, particularly against Tez Tabor Tez Tabor, Deion Bush that probably should have been called. But you can't win very many games. Breaking news here on the show: you can't win very many games when you only scored 9 points. And that's what I mean. The Bears were in the Vikings territory 6 times, and came away with a field goal and a garbage time touchdown. That can't happen. They had some drops. They had some fumbles. I saw a stat today that Jasper Horsted, who was the Bears' 5th string tight end, has more touchdown passes.
You've said like 4 names in this podcast so far, and I don't even know who the hell you're talking about.
Jasper Horsted.
Who's the guy who punched the Vikings offensive lineman in the head or something? Was that a backup?
That was Jenkins, right?
I think he's frozen. Either that or he's doing the mannequin challenge. He's bringing the mannequin challenge back.
Oh my gosh.
So,
is he flicking us off? Oh.
Oh man.
Well, I'll take over.
Yeah.
Hitman kind of touched on it. I thought the defense played well. They played. I mean, I saw when we were watching the game at the bar, and it was the 4th quarter, and I said they showed the thing. It was 4th quarter, and Kirk Cousins only had 87 passing yards.
Jesus.
Hey, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, so I mean, it was the defense did their job every time. They seemed like I didn't see how many sacks they had, but every other time I looked up, Cousins was on his back. Was it 4? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, it seemed like more than that, to be honest. Every time I looked up, I swear Cousins was down.
Yeah.
But Hitman, you want to continue on? I was just picking up, basically saying the defense was good enough.
Yeah, I don't know what all you got, because apparently I'm having some internet issues on my end for some strange reason. But
the really good stuff, you left out.
Yeah, so Jasper Horsted, who was the 5th string tight end on the Bears, basically
funny joke.
I know. Basically has more touchdown receptions than Cole Kmet, who is the 2nd round pick. That's sad. That's really sad. But as far as like Tevin Jenkins is concerned, I thought he improved from last week to this week. I have no issues with the personal foul penalty that he got. I'm glad someone took up for his quarterback
Yeah.
because it's about damn time. And that's one of those penalties where, I get it. The Bears' margin for error is small, but as a teammate, I I'll accept that. As a fan, I'll accept that. But
Yeah.
what I won't accept is the fact that what his teammate did by scolding him. I mean, that's no, you don't do that shit. I mean,
Not on the
if
field.
you no, if you're gonna scold him, scold him in the locker room. Say,
Yeah.
hey, I appreciate what you did, but we can't do that right now.
Yeah.
But that's that just goes to show you the fracture that there is within this locker room, and it starts with the head coach.
Yeah, I think Nagy, like this, it's done. I mean, I know that we've been saying it for a few weeks now, but like, yeah, last night I think I sent the text, right? It was like
Right.
the ultimate last night. Yeah, like he was having a breakdown on the sidelines. He was calling horrible. I mean, I remember you and me looking at each other like 2 or 3 different times yesterday. Like, what the hell kind of play call is that on 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1,
Yeah.
whatever he's doing? And it's just
Yeah,
like an offensive guru does not. That's not what a guru does, unless I was misled to believe what the word guru meant. But the yeah, Justin Fields too. Like I want to criticize him, but at the same time, I don't get like I can't blame him so much because of the system that he's been put in. So I mean, it seems like it's making it harder and harder for him to succeed. I mean, he's made some interesting choices. You're going to fumble the ball. I get that. I mean, you can work on that. He can improve on that. But yeah, I mean, it's just I just need somebody competent, I guess, to take over the Justin Fields experiment.
Yeah.
And I always say, how many times have I said it? Matt Nagy, nice guy. I'm sure he's cool to have a beer with or whatever, but I don't think I want him coaching my football team anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it's interesting because Scotty, you said about criticizing. Can't really criticize Justin Fields, and I get that, but I'm going to criticize him for a couple of things. Number one, just like you said, the fumbles. He has to be able to secure the football better, especially if he's going to be, running out of the pocket. Number two, he's got to start with those jump passes. I mean, there was one where
I noticed
he jumped.
He pulled
And
it back
then the lineman jumped, and then all of a sudden it was like, what the hell do I do? And then the third one, I know why he's doing it, but he's got to stop this too. And he's got to stop running around the field trying to make plays. Like, this isn't college. There's going to be players that are going to be just as quick as him. And he's got to stop running around the field trying to make plays. Throw the ball away, live to fight another play. That's kind of like my issue with him right now. I didn't think he played horribly, but he didn't get help out. He didn't get any help from his wide receivers or tight ends at all yesterday.
I think one big thing he needs to focus on before anything else is his sliding. He keeps doing that baseball sliding shit without going all the way down. When he got clocked in the head yesterday, that kid's going to get himself hurt really bad. I know it was a dirty hit. I understand that wasn't his fault, but I mean, that could have been avoided if he just went all the way down.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to slide on his back instead of on his butt.
Yeah.
And he'll learn. Hopefully, he's been learning. There's been a few times where. Actually, at least in last night's game, where he actually did slide a little bit earlier than usual to avoid being hit. So, or he can take the college football route like that one kid and fake the slide and then score a touchdown. But yeah, I mean that's kind of where we're at with this, with this team. I mean, the Bears had an opportunity to win a football game yesterday, and squandered it. You know, and that's basically what the Matt Nagy's offense has been, or the Bears for the past 3 years. The defense keeps you in it, but the offense doesn't do much of anything to score.
I don't understand why he's so scared to call big plays when he is calling plays. Like, what's the big deal with, like, what's his deal that he doesn't want to go downfield on a big pass play or anything?
It's not even that, too. I mean, me and Hitman also said run a play action every once in a while. Crazy thought. I mean,
well, especially after, Montgomery has a good 10 to 12 yard run. Yeah. And then instead of coming back with a play action, they'll try to run it again. And I'm like, no, run your play action stuff. Yep. Run your boots. I'm like, you're establishing the run game, but you don't do anything with it. Like there's no rhyme or reason to any calls right now, or any play calls. There's no rhyme or reason right now.
Well, he did run the Wildcat, so I guess that was risky.
That's got to stop.
I hate the fucking Wildcat.
I don't mind it, but if you're going to do it, it has to be where Justin Fields is the running back and David Montgomery is the quarterback, not Justin Fields going out being a wide receiver. Or if you're going to use Justin Fields as a wide receiver, as a decoy, then use him. Use him. Throw a pass to him. If you're going to go out of that formation, but they don't run trick plays well.
No, they don't run regular plays well.
That's also true. Yeah, actually, you know what? They do have 3 running plays that they do really well.
Which ones?
Montgomery left, Montgomery right, and up the middle.
Oh boy. Yeah. Another thing that the Bears can't do, and I think they tried it again yesterday, and I don't understand. Every other NFL team can do it, and it works. A screen pass. I don't know why it's so hard for the Bears to do it. I don't know whose fault it is. I'm not smart enough to break down the X's and O's in football, but I don't know if it's the blockers not doing their thing.
That was the play Fields jumped up to throw the ball, and he pulled it back down.
Yeah, but that was another one. Yeah, like every team in the NFL just dump it off. They gain 15 yards, and that's it.
Hey,
it's like the simplest play in the world.
Yeah. The interesting thing about that is the fact that up until, let's say, Nagy got hired, the Bears used to be able to run screens. Hell, they ran screens a lot with Matt Forte that were really successful. But now all of a sudden they can't run screens. That's a coaching problem.
You can't even call him a conservative play caller. He's just a stupid bad play caller. He's just bad. It was bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's been bad. He's been bad since the latter part of 2018. And we always want to go back to Trubisky, but at the end of the day, it falls on Nagy. And then another thing that bothered me was Thomas Graham, one of the guys that played yesterday, been on the practice squad, and we all know about the struggles about this Bears secondary.
That's player number 8 you mentioned that I didn't know. Go ahead.
But he's been on the Bears practice squad. You mean to tell me he couldn't be better than a lot of the guys that they had on his team, minus Jaylon Johnson? That's a coaching and a scouting issue. Like the Bears don't self-scout well, amongst other things. Like we already established that they don't play offense well, they don't scout well, amongst other things. So it's I don't know.
But they always have really good weeks of practice though.
Yes. That's really
sure. I mean, they're undefeated Monday, every week, Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday. They're undefeated.
Well, they lost yesterday. Yesterday was Monday.
Okay. Well, if a game is on a Sunday,
I'm sorry.
if a game's on a Sunday and they're practicing Monday through Saturday, then they're undefeated.
Right. Yeah, they when Justin Fields seems like he's getting, and I know the analogy NFL people use is like it seems like the game's slowing down for him.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 weeks, it seems like he's. I don't know if panic is the right word, but I mean I think it might be. Like it just seems like he's, you know what I mean? Like he's indecisive. He's trying to do too much, and it's just now it looks like the game is speeding back up for him.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you've gone through, especially having three cracked ribs, yeah, that's going to play its, take a toll on you. I mean, when been hit as many times as he's had, then that internal clock starts to speed up a little bit to where you're rushing your reads a little bit.
Yeah, right.
So I mean that's why they need to get the offensive line going, get the running game going, and just play off that. And I do think that going back to Tevin Jenkins, number 76, maybe I just do it that way. From now on, instead of doing names, I'll do numbers.
False start.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the false start stuff could be corrected. That's a little bit of coaching. That's a little bit of a guy who hasn't played all year. A little bit of nerves. You can coach that. I'd rather have a guy who's aggressive and a little bit of nasty than a guy who's passive and not as aggressive.
Yeah, right.
Give me a guy like Tevin Jenkins on my team any day of the week.
So next week they have, who do they have? The Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's, even though
Well,
Russell,
they can win that. It's
yeah,
winnable.
the Seahawks aren't doing too good this year.
Well, that's the thing. Like the Seahawks are not the Seahawks of old. I mean, their defense is last in the league in yards, yards against. But what they do well is they stop teams from scoring. And what do the Bears have trouble with? Scoring. So go figure.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have two receivers who are pretty decent, but the offensive line for the Seahawks is just as bad as the Bears. So, I mean, and actually the Bears offensive line is actually ranked a little higher than the Seahawks. So this is actually a game that the Bears could actually win.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, you think they can contain Metcalf? Hitman?
Sorry, say that again. I'm sorry.
You think they can control DK Metcalf?
Well, the best way they can control DK Metcalf is to keep him off the field, and the Bears can run the football. The Seahawks are not that well, don't do that well against the run. So, the Bears could, if they commit to the running game, they can win this game. And plus, I'm looking forward to the fact that Robert Quinn could either tie or break the all-time Bears single season sack record this weekend.
I get salty every time I see DK Metcalf on TV.
Oh, because he should have been an Eagle?
Yeah, but don't worry, they got who they get? Was it Rhaegar? Yeah, they drafted Jalen Rhaegar.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
Everything's
there. You go.
So, anyways, I don't know. You have anything else?
But as far as prediction is concerned, I think the Bears can win 17-13.
Scott?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know enough about Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah. Just because I don't want the Bears. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm going to go 17-14 Bears. And that is based on absolutely nothing.
If that's the case,
Bears.
I'm going to go 19. I'm going to go 19-15 Bears.
You can't change your score. Didn't you already give your prediction?
I did.
You can't change it.
But Scott tried to.
What the hell kind of clown show is this?
So, all right. What's your
I think our next show. Shush. I think our next show should be. We should break down the candidates for head coach, right? And then pick who we want. I think me and Hitman want the same guy though. For our same.
No, we
teams.
do. Yeah, we do. We
Yeah.
do.
We won't say it though. We'll keep it under wraps.
But I'll say this though.
God damn it.
I don't know if I'm a general manager or aspiring general manager, outside of Justin Fields and maybe a couple of players, is the Bears' job really that attractive? Compared to like Jacksonville, because you look at Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields are kind of 1A and 1B, depending on what you want. But Jacksonville has the same amount of talent as the Bears, but they also have more cap space, and they also have more draft picks.
Yeah, didn't they just lock up in number one again?
Yeah.
Is it number one? I thought I heard that.
Or get ready to, yeah.
Right. I thought I heard that yesterday, yeah.
So if you're a general manager...
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an aspiring front office person that's looking for a job, unless you want some, organization that's going to let you do good or bad things like the McCaskies do, because regarding like if they hire somebody, that guy is going to be here for 7 to 10 years because that's what the McCaskies do. If you want some loyalty, then you come here. But if you want an opportunity to win and they have the assets to do it, maybe you go to Jacksonville. That's why I think the Bears are going to have to pony up some money to get a coach and a general manager.
Now, Hitman, is there a chance? What I was going to say, and I cut myself off during the prediction, I was going to say, I don't want the Bears to win, but I know that might be taken oddly by the fans, but I don't want the Bears to win and then they think, hey, we won our last 3 games. We can keep Nagy around this time. Maybe he found something here.
I think that ship sailed.
I hope so. I was just going to ask you what percentage would you put on Matt Nagy being the Bears coach next year?
0.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I hope. I hope that's where everybody's at, right?
Yeah, I mean,
with the Bears, you never know, man. You never know with this team.
No, I agree with you. I think the question still remains on whether Ryan Pace will be here. That's right. More 50-50 than anything. But as far as Matt Nagy is concerned, yeah, Matt Nagy's done.
Yeah. Go to hope.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a chance in hell, but I mean, at the same time, this is the same organization that, remember last year they patted themselves on the back for breaking that 6-game winning or losing streak?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's that team. They bounced back. They were resilient, and they broke that 6-game losing streak. And we had to hear how great they were for that. So I mean, that's the kind of shit that scares me with this ownership and go White Sox.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chat with a buddy today, and I said, hey, that's one thing about Chicago sports franchises. If you're a general manager, you will get some loyalty and you will get some time to fail, and hopefully not fail miserably, because everyone within every GM within this town has done some stupid stuff, and unless it comes out in the open, you keep your job. Ask the Blackhawks.
Yeah, right.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting end to the season.
Yeah. It's what? It's Seahawks, Giants, Vikings, right?
Yeah, I mean they could easily go 0-3 or 1-2. The Giants game should be
3-0.
Well, yeah, I mean
that scares me.
They could, but I don't think that makes a difference in terms of if Matt Nagy keeps his job. That,
Yeah, right.
like
I
I
hope
said, I think that, you know, I think that that ship sailed back in week 8.
Mm.
You know, but another thing that I'm actually as a fan kind of upset that Roquan Smith didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't talk about him more tonight.
It's tough in the NFC, man, being an inside linebacker because you got two others, Fred Warner and Bobby Wagner, who are just as good as Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
And they're actually on better teams at this point.
I saw him make some tackles when was that game? Last night?
Yeah.
It's like the running back ran into a fucking truck. That dude can hit.
No,
I like Roquan.
yeah. No, he's one of those pieces that the Bears have that they can build around. They have an option on him going into next season, so hopefully they can work on a long-term deal to keep him around. But yeah, I mean that's one of the rare first-round draft picks that Ryan Pace got right.
Yeah. Well, I think that could wrap it up. I think I told you I didn't have much to say and stuck to my word. I didn't have shit to say tonight. Unless you guys have anything else, I don't want to cut you guys off.
No, we'll see how this weekend goes. Should be fun.
And then next week you want to break down head coaching candidates.
Yeah, I mean we can go through our normal stuff and then take the last part, go through our head coaching stuff and possibly general manager people as well, because that's an important hire.
Yeah.
If Ryan Pace is not going to be around, they got to get that right too.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, I guess that'll do it. Oh, what's up?
Do you guys have any no. Do you guys have any shows planned or no, not this week?
We might do a wrestling show this week.
Yeah.
I think we should do a wrestling show this week. Because of the end of SmackDown?
Ooh.
SmackDown and Raw was good.
I mean, we could talk a little bit about it right now, I guess. I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah.
This is not in my contract.
we can say that for another time. So just in case people are wondering, why are they transitioning to wrestling? I thought this was a Bear show.
I'm unsubscribing.
I'm still gonna find that motherfucker, number 39, whoever that was. We will find you.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
I just want to ask him why. Why? You literally went on, logged onto your fucking phone, took the time to unsubscribe to us.
and fuck these guys.
What a jerk off.
All right.
What kind of guy is that? Screw you. Yeah, those aren't the people we want subscribing.
No.
Right.
Toxic.
Right.
So,
They make Hitman say curse words.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Say a curse word, Hitman. You have to say one every single video.
I do. I thought I
Yes.
do.
No.
I don't. I swear on here.
Nope.
Say nutsack.
No.
Put it into a sentence. Put it into a sentence. Don't just say nutsack.
I
Second
am
mouth
irritated
disease.
by nutsack. Oh,
Goddamn motherfucker. Is that what you want me to say?
wow.
It has to be natural though.
Okay.
Why'd you have to bring God into it though? That
Yeah.
was a little too far.
Now we're gonna have 37 subscribers.
Yeah, what the hell?
So, okay. Well, that'll do it until next time. We'll do our head coaching candidate breakdown, and we'll hear Hitman's curse word of the week. So, that's part of the show now. Because Scott and I, we do all the cursing all the time. I'm sick of it. You need to share the load here. That's what she said.
Nutsack. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. We're done.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.